Awesome. Also, on behalf of Kia Motors, in recognition of this award, if I can find the keys, we'd like to present Paul and his charity, Hawthorne Community Center, with a 2014 Kia Sorento CUV. So, congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks everybody for coming. Really couldn't accept this award without giving thanks to really the whole organization, coaching staff, the trainers, my teammates, the whole community, the fans. I mean, the story is true. Going into the summer, I had a talk with Coach that I really wanted to come back an improved player, and I really put the work into it. I put the time into it. Coach B. Shaw came down and watched me work out, and I really just wanted to show how dedicated I was to this year, to this team, and this organization. And I really couldn't accept this award without Coach giving me the opportunity on the court, to really showcase my talents and putting me in the positions to succeed. And so I give thanks to him and my teammates. I feel like I played for one of the best teams in this league. And, that contributes to, playing alongside like George and Roy and, all the way down to Pendergraft, so I'm proud to be here. but thanks. I'm happy to accept this award, and, hopefully I can make my teammates proud by accepting it.
Paul joins, for those that are interested, Jalen Rose, Jermaine O'Neal, and Danny Granger as Pacers who have previously won the Kia Most Improved Player Award. Now, we do have time for Paul to take some questions, so if you have anything for Paul, please raise your hand, wait for the microphone, and then when the microphone comes, please share with us your name and your affiliation. So if you have something, raise your hand and we'll get to you. And Paul, please come up to the podium.
Obviously, there's not a period on the season yet, but what's the whirlwind of the season been to this point, the highs and lows of the scoreless night in Golden State, having to take over Danny's role to being an all-star, and now this?
I think everything, really shaped me into form to play at the level that I'm playing at right now. I think, had I not gone through those nights, the scoreless night and struggling early on, I wouldn't be in the position I am now. I think, that kind of built me, that built some character. And, it made me work harder, because if it was easy, I'd have took nights off, or, I thought the game would just come easy for me. But, I needed those nights to, really come to sense that, you got to continue to keep working.
Paul, Chris Widlick, Wish TV, you mentioned you wanted to work extra hard in the offseason. Were there any specifics that you focused on? And maybe your performance in Miami, did that fuel you up from the playoffs a year ago?
It did. Going to the summer, my whole workout was dedicated on that Miami series. I just felt like I didn't carry enough weight offensively. So coming into this year, I wanted to be a threat. And, one of the things that I knew I needed to work on was ball handling, just because I wasn't confident to make plays off the dribble. And, that was the whole preparation, going into the summer.
Paul, Jason Spells from WRTV. The Olympic experience, when you got to go out and kind of train with the best of the best, how big of a motivating factor was that for you?
It was huge. Me growing up idolizing guys like Kobe, to watch him work out his whole regimen, how early he got up, what he was putting in his body, all those guys carried themselves, as straight professionals. And, you looked at the younger guys, we was totally opposite. And, for me to get to where, they were at, I kind of had to take notes and, kind of follow their footsteps and, see what they were doing.
Hey, Paul, Mike Wells, Indianapolis Star. Was there a point during the season where you felt like this was going to be a big year for you? Was there a game or a practice where you said, all right, this is a chance for me to have a great year?
Yeah, well, you never want to see guys go down. but the second, we found out Danny was going to be out for some time, that was when I really, put my mind around I have to have a big year. And, for us to be successful, I was going to have to take a bigger role and, really play on a consistent basis, and kind of fill the shoes that Danny did. Danny was a 20-night guy. He was able to defend, he was a leader. And, that was something that we was going to miss. So I knew I had to step into a larger role.
Paul, Larry Hawley from Fox 59. Where do you try to improve from here? You've made so much progress over the last 9 months. Where do you go from here?
Just being consistent. I think, that's something that I can always improve on is just being consistent. Whether it's a consistent shooter, consistent rebounder, just having consistency, I think is something that, I can grow from.